Okay. You know, when I was little, they used to talk about all the Puritans or whatever the case is. Huh, guess what? Christians. You know, the Unitarian Church back before they lost their rabid mind. Okay. Christians. Now they're apostasy. Okay. That's a whole crazy another conversation. Okay. Maybe they were always apostasy. They just hit it better before. I don't know. But it's all of this in terrible horribleness that's being pushed out in our society that we need to stand up against. We do, because nobody else is going to stand up against it but us. Bill says, all great points, Marcus. I appreciate you so much, Bill, because these are the important conversations that we have to have. You know, I really want to see us have a brighter future as a nation and be able to help uplift all of the people in our country. But if we don't have set morals and values and standards that do not change with the blowing of the wind or whatever strikes your fancy, then it's useless. It's pointless. And that's why we need to turn back to the Lord, our Father in heaven above. And so many people have gotten away from that. And we have to return to the teachings of Jesus Christ. That's it. It's simple. You know, and people will say, oh, some people be like, oh, well, Jesus never existed or all of this nonsense and all of that. And I'm not trying to hear none of that, what you're talking about. Because first of all, we know from multiple sources that aren't even related to religion that he did perform the miracles that are written in the Bible and all of this stuff. But the point is, even more so than that, the value system and the set of important rules to follow in the Bible that are handed out and handed down should be something that everybody should be able to uphold, no matter where they come from, what their religious background is. And if you can't, maybe you should leave. Fact, hard fact. That's a hard fact, and that's going to be tough for some of y'all to chew. And it's going to be hurtful to some other people that want to say, oh, well, there should be a separation of church and state. There has never been a separation of church and state in our government. The whole concept of separation of church and state is not even a real thing. Okay, that came from a letter that is not actually law, and it wasn't about actual separation of church and state. It was about preventing the federal government from creating its own church